one thing we can always do is get a grip here on our partner's cuff. And then we're just gonna lift here with the goal of getting our partner's head down. If your partner kind of sits back, you're gonna finish the juji here and make whatever adjustments you need to make. One of the big problems when you're doing jiu-jitsu with a bigger, stronger person is you get out-gripped. And when the person that you're working with is not a judo person per se, and their grips are maybe not as sophisticated, they don't have quite the same understanding of which grips they should be using and switching grips and stuff like that, sometimes we can just kind of take the grip that they have, get our own grip, and then do what we can not to throw, because a lot of times, for instance, if you're gripping right and I'm boxed out here and I need to grip left, I might not have a lot of good things I can do from the left side. If I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, I might not have any good things I can do from the right side either. That's a different story. But let's say that we're in a grip like this, we're able to come through, and we can't get rid of this grip. Well, we might not be able to get rid of this grip, but one thing we can always do is get a grip here on our partner's cuff. Because even if I can't get the other sleeve or I can't get a collar, you can always get this. So we're gonna pull this forward, and instead of really trying to throw our partner like actually flat onto their back or having kind of a clean throw, we can enter into a version of Uchimata here and just run our partner down. So we'll take either a foot-to-foot step or a back step here, and then we're just gonna lift here with the goal of getting our partner's head down. Okay, so you can see here the leg just stabs through. If we're doing like a more full Uchimata here, we'll step and we'll actually lift and get our partner here. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for our partner just to kind of have their posture broken. Then we're gonna turn our hips and we're just gonna run our partner down here until we can flatten them out. It's not a pretty throw, but oftentimes, because of the momentum you create, the kazushi, and you're off balancing your partner, you can just run him down. Asking Sensei about this, and he said, you know, what will often happen is when you're doing a throw like this, the person doesn't want to go down to their back, and so they'll post this hand. And so, actually, you show what we were saying. So, what were you saying? Sometimes happens here.
So, when you break this hand off through here, and then you stick the leg in here, you go Uchimata, you're gonna post. So now, I want to run him down, but I can't because he's kind of squaring himself up with the base here, right? This is a nice opportunity to kind of just step through here, jump over, and then attack juji. More of a jiu-jitsu thing. I mean, judo guys can do this too.
Yeah, and I think it's a surprise attack. Like you don't, most of the jujis that we do here, you know, it's like you pin the guy, control him, and then go into the attack. Yeah. But there are some moments like this where it's this awkward space. You didn't have a full throw. You didn't totally knock the guy down. The person doesn't want to go down, and they end up basing, and you end up with this kind of extended limb. So it's a nice kind of weird way of managing a person who's out-gripped you without having to either cut the grip or getting a dominant grip that allows you to throw. We're gonna get this hand through. Sometimes we take it off. Even if we can't take it off, we step in, we're gonna drive, and we're gonna run our partner down here. If they end up going down, great. If not, you have opportunities here to step over. You can either go into, if your partner kind of sits back, you're gonna finish the juji here. Yep, you'll just kind of follow them through and make whatever adjustments you need to make. Or, alternatively, you can have a situation where you've thrown your partner here, you end up stepping, and instead of them going backwards, you collapse down into a position where you're facing their feet. You can readjust your legs into whatever configuration you need, and you have the juji here. So, this is what I mean. You want to be careful about doing it because you don't want to like jump into it, especially unsuspecting person. But a lot of times jiu-jitsu people are overlooking these kind of like stumbling down, ugly kind of, you know, not full flat on the back throws, but they work so great, especially if you feel like you're being out-gripped. Yes. Oh, Sensei, thank you so much.